DJGamers.com.
Another thing about Intellivision is they added something to the sports lines that really wasn't there before.
Oh, high
Ow.
sticking! I got him right in the face.
Was the actual looking rink. As you can see, you have all the details of an actual hockey rink. All the lines are in the right place. All the pieces are where they should be.
And I've been put in the penalty box for high sticking.
And I still can't score on you. There's got to be a certain line there where I'm not allowed to shoot it.
How am I missing him?
Are you headhunting? Because that's just not fair.
Hockey's a brutal game.
And my guide apparently does not want to shoot.
Ray seems to have trouble with the shooting. Are you hitting pass?
No, I'm hitting shoot.
You have distinct shoot and pass buttons. It's a nice layout on the controller. Alright, so I think this is a pretty good look at this. My guy's about to get out of the penalty box.
And I think our D is too good to let anybody score, so...
Yeah, we're having trouble putting one in here.
It's that Stiller defense, Ron.
So this is ice hockey.
40?
Hockey, not ice hockey, just hockey. Plain
NHL hockey.
Plain old NHL hockey. And I knocked that guy down. He's down for a while. So, let's move on to some more Intellivision classics.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back again. We're looking at another Intellivision classic / Mario Donkey Kong ripoff extraordinaire.
Didn't this come out first, though? Kind of, sort of, not quite.
I doubt it.
I highly doubt it. I bet you they saw Donkey Kong and went, how can we copy that successful formula? That's the first thing they
That's
said.
what the board meetings
They
were.
said,
How can we copy that?
Let's take King Kong and just totally destroy it by adding mushrooms or rocks. It's a rolling rock that turns into a mushroom. Crickets chirping because the game's so boring. I mean, this thing's like action-packed, and crickets are chirping. Chirking, which is their form of, anyhow. Chirping the middle of, the city.
Chirping their,
anyhow.
Yeah.
What's the name of this game again?
Beauty and the Beast.
That's right. And, obviously...
Well, they even ripped off the King Kong title line.
Pretty much. Exactly. So this is more King Kong than Donkey Kong, I guess, but it's the exact same thing. Look, he's climbing windows. He's getting up there. He's holding the... whatever that is. The beauty.
The stick figure.
The beautiful beauty. Oh, she's blue. Dabba-dee-ba-da-die.
Dude, he kidnapped Sir Smurfette.
There you go. So, Ooh!
Oh, apparently I was done with that.
Well, I want to know what the name of this character is. This isn't Jumpman. We'll find out. Give us
Johnny
a second.
Wussbag.
So I want to talk a little bit more about the history of the Intellivision. When we last left off, we were talking about the IntelliVoice. When we left off our history in our Tron segment. Eventually, Mattel did release an Intellivision 2. And the Intellivision 2 had... It was a lighter system that was easier around to, lug around if you wanted to.
Lighter, whiter, and brighter? What's that?
I'd like to read to you a passage from the back of Beauty and the Beast. Now, it touts it as being new, so this is a bit dated, circa 1982, so this isn't new anymore. But here's the idea behind the game. Horrible Hank has grabbed Tiny Mabel and climbed the old mutton building.
Let me get this right. The monkey's name is Hank?
Horrible Hank.
Horrible Hank.
I think it's some New York tough.
All right.
I'm guessing.
All right.
It's not a monkey.
He's not a monkey. He's just Italian. I think he's the Italian in this Donkey Kong ripoff. And he's grabbing Tiny Mabel.
And that's Tiny Mabel.
That shadowy figure
is
in his hand that looks like a torch.
Who fell into a blue toilet bowl before he grabbed her, or he dipped her in.
What has Mabel been doing with bashful Buford?
Alright,
So your hero is Bashful Buford. Not quite as cool as Mario, but they tried, I guess. It's not as good as Donkey Kong by any means, but it is fun.
Wait, your name's Buford?
Bashful Buford, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so a good idea on the design of Donkey Kong. I mean, it's a fun version of that type of game. That was all the rage at the time, and since Intellivision didn't have Donkey Kong, this is as close as you're getting.
It's kind of a mix between Donkey Kong and Popeye.
Both made by Nintendo, so a little bit of influence there perhaps. This is from iMagic, an offshoot of Atari that created their own third party, so you know they were pulling at what they could get. If you look at the image on the front of the box here, he looks like a caveman. So I'm not sure. Apparently Horrible Hank has stepped out of 6000 BC and Bashful Buford has to get to the top. So
the history, as I was speaking about, the Intellivision 2 was released, and it was a lighter system, and it was easier to lug around if you're going to a friend's house or such. Which I mean, if you had to play Beauty and the Beast with a friend, why not? You might want a little bit lighter system. It was easier to fix, and that was one of the big draws of it. And also,
did it have separate controller ports?
Yes, it did. Absolutely. I totally forgot to mention that. And that was the original Intellivision. The controllers are stuck right there in the system. It's a little bit harder. I mean, you have to be right next to the system to be able to play it. And also, it had no backwards compatibility with the Coleco games that were being released. This did cause some trouble because some of the earlier Intellivision games would not work also with the Intellivision 2, but they did not want the Coleco games compatible with the Intellivision for whatever reason.
Probably because of that horrible Zaxxon port. Meanwhile, while we're sorting this out, I'm kicking some ass. I had to go and say something, didn't I? Anyways, go ahead.
Alright, so eventually the Intellivision 3 was announced, and it was something they were going to be working on, and this was during the time of the crash. I believe it was 1982, 1983 this about happened, and the Intellivision 3 never did come to fruition, and some blame it on the Aquarius, which was a Intellivision home computer system that was made that did not do very well at all. I believe the quote was somewhere around, it was a child of the 70s, it was obsolete by the time it came out.
Yeah, we all know the 70s were the age of Aquarius.
Well, there you go. Oh, we've almost made it to the top, look at this!
Ooh,
oh, snap!
Yeah!
And he is out of here. And the planes didn't even shoot him down. That's what, oh, they carry you to safety.
As you hang dangling...
And it starts all over again. Somehow he got her, dipped her in the toilet again in round 2. Who knows? So about this time, though, we saw the end of the Intellivision with the Intellivision 2. And also, in our next game, we'll get into a bit about the keyboard and the debacle that came about that through that whole experience for Mattel.
Intellivision. The intelligent home video system. Intellivision turns your TV set into a family entertainment center. Television. Intellivision. It's a lot more fun and a bigger challenge. You are there. No game plays the same way twice. More realistic. See how the players move. Listen to the sound effects. The roar of the crowd. You are there. There are Intellivision games for everyone in the family. Space games, sport, battle action, learning games, and even games of chance. Intellivision. The finest home video game system in the world today. The only system designed to keep pace with tomorrow. Before you buy any other video game system, be sure. Play Intellivision first. And you are there. Intellivision. So intelligent, no game plays the same way twice. Play Intellivision at selected outlets of these stores. Intellivision.
UJGamers.com